Guru Nation, how is everybody doing? Happy 2021. Gotta bring it back to the fundamentals for 2021. But before I do that, I gotta tell you guys, you're missing out because for the first time in like 2 years, the CRA Academy did not. I wanted to give away a scholarship. We did not do it because people were not following instructions properly. First of all, we made it a little bit harder this time, so you had to be on the email list, which is theclinicaltrialsguru.com. You got to subscribe to the email list because then, if you're on there, you get notified of our monthly webinars. Well, we had a monthly webinar, the December webinar. You could watch the replay on the YouTube channel. At the end, I gave an email of the replay to everybody who registered. You didn't even have to attend, just register for the webinar. I put the replay link in that email, and then I put instructions for the CRA Academy giveaway. I did the same thing to my text list. So you got to text the word GURU, G-U-R-U, to 31996. So it's a little harder to get it. I didn't just post it on social media this time like I did last time. And only a few people actually tried. And the ones that didn't follow the instructions fully. So nobody won. It's too late now. So make sure for the next class, we got the next CRA Academy coming up in April of 2021, that you are on the email list and that you are on the text list. Now we get that out of the way, let's talk about protocol deviations and protocol violations, because a lot of people are confused. I gotta admit, even I'm confused to this day. Basically, a protocol deviation is, there's two kinds, and this is, I think, where people get confused. There's minor deviations and there's major deviations, and sometimes these major deviations are considered violations. Those words seem to be used interchangeably. So basically, a minor deviation is a deviation, whether it's on purpose or not on purpose, where any change to the protocol is made, right? But it's minor because it does not impact patient safety or the integrity of the study. The best example of this would be an out-of-window visit for a subject. So let's say the subject needs to come to the clinic every week plus or minus 3 days, and the subject came 4 days later. Well, that's a out-of-window. Usually the subjects have enough investigational product to where it doesn't affect their compliance. That's usually a minor deviation. A major deviation would be randomizing the wrong subject, any informed consent issues. Another major deviation / violation would be ignoring the inclusion-exclusion criteria and randomizing somebody who should have been screen failed, but instead you're randomizing them. So this definitely impacts patient safety. Messing up on their dose for the IP definitely impacts patient safety. I had one study that I was monitoring actually, where the site gave the wrong infusion, and it was a stem cell study, gave the wrong infusion to the wrong patient. That could have been very serious. Luckily for the patient, nothing really happened to them. But that's a major deviation / violation. So I think that's where the confusion comes from. The difference between minor and major deviations. And sometimes some institutions, they don't even have a differentiation between minor and major deviations. They just have deviations and violations, where the deviations are the minor and then the violations are the major deviations. So hopefully that helps. It's confusing, but remember, patient safety is first. It's not just something cool to say. It impacts the study. Also, anything that impacts the data integrity of the study, like forgetting to collect critical data or forgetting to process the lab samples, anything like that is major deviation or a violation. Again, terms used interchangeably. Happy New Year. Make sure you don't miss out, okay? Theclinicaltrialsguru.com. You gotta sign up for the email list and then text GURU to 31996. I really want to give these Academy scholarships out because we've had really good success with the scholarship winners. But first time in 2 years, just because I made it a little tougher, nobody won. And honestly, if anybody could have just followed the directions and posted literally anything, and they would have won because there was no competition this time. Make sure you get on the list and on the texting list, and make sure you follow the instructions properly, and make sure you understand the difference between deviations too, minor, major, or protocol violations. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.